Alright. Well, this will be my first video on this channel, Journey2Prime. And I was gonna start by talking about kind of how I came to this point, I guess, and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be eating at the same time. Sorry about that. From Subway. I don't condone Jared or anything, but I got a gift card yesterday. I figured might as well use it. So the idea behind this channel was to, give myself some motivation to get back into shape, as well as kind of tell my story, and I guess hopefully some people watch this, and if some people are watching, I'll feel like hopefully they'll want me to succeed, so I'll do it for them, I'll do it for myself, maybe it'll give me some extra motivation. So anyways, what happened before, by the way, this is my silverback shirt, this is from the Hodge twins. I hope you guys watch their channel because they are hilarious. They didn't pay me for this or anything, I just like the shirt and I like watching them. So officialhodgetwins.com is where I got this shirt, and like I said, they don't even know about any of this, so yeah. Anyways, so I guess it was kind of like a hereditary thing growing up. I was always like anxious, agitated, not like in an angry way, just like I can get nervous pretty quick, and I think we later found out was anxiety, but I had high blood pressure for a long time when I was younger, and I say hereditary because my dad has high blood pressure and that kind of stuff. His is under control though, thankfully, but so mine happened a long time ago. Kind of found out about it, took some pills for a little bit, then it kind of went like untreated for a while. And I mean, that was my own fault, right? So the thing is, after that, I was seeing this girl at the time, and I mean, she was great and everything. And during this time, I wasn't lifting heavy all the time, but I was lifting heavy, trying to bench press 400 pounds. I think I got up to about 360 or something like that. So it was once in a while, like maybe once in a month I'd lift heavy, but I was always working out. Definitely the best shape of my life. I'm not going to say I was shredded or anything, but really strong, really good, that kind of stuff, and working towards that. And it just like I said, it wasn't every day lifting heavy. It was like once a month I would go really hard, but nothing big deal, like nothing that would, I mean, maybe it wasn't great for my blood pressure, but nothing that I'm gonna say would have caused it, right? So the whole time I was doing this, I was cooking my food, 90% of my meals a week. I never really liked super salty food, so I wouldn't be eating salty food all the time, and I wouldn't use any seasonings in my cooking, and I love to cook, by the way. On this channel you'll see a lot of cooking, and it was just like, it was good, everything was going well. And then, like I said, I was seeing this girl at the time, and all of a sudden I was talking to her like 1 a.m. or something like that on the phone, and then I started to get a nosebleed. I mean, that wasn't too rare. I've gotten nosebleeds before. I used to have a problem with like dryness and that kind of stuff, and I get nosebleeds all the time. But started bleeding. Then it was bleeding pretty bad, and I couldn't really stop it. It was like 15-20 minutes, something like that, and I was on the phone with her, and she was like, you gotta go to the hospital, you gotta go to the hospital. And so at this time I was I moved out before, came back for personal reasons with the family, and then kind of working towards moving out again. But at that time, so she was just like, yeah, you gotta go to the hospital. So I went upstairs, woke up the family, went to the hospital. My nose wasn't stopping at all, and it was going down my throat. It was bad, it was really bad. So I went to the hospital, and I was starting to get dizzy because I was losing a lot of blood. And when I got in there, my blood pressure was 230 over 130. Now, high blood pressure is considered 140 over 90, so that's way up there. They were surprised I was walking around. That's like stroke level. So after some time, whatever, they had to cauterize it and shove this tube up my nose. It went all the way up to my forehead. It was sticking out. I had to wear that for like 3 days or something like that while it stopped. Now, during that time, because of the blood pressure and all that, we decided we gotta get this shit figured out, right? So we went to my family doctor, we went through everything. We eventually found out that because my blood pressure was untreated for so long, with all the tests and everything, that I believe it was my aorta had swollen up bigger, so it became kind of inefficient. So basically, blood would come out, it would pump out, but then a little bit of blood would backwash back in, so there'd be blood coming back into my heart. So it's a little murmur that I got because of that. And after all tests and everything was coming back okay. Like, they weren't really sure about the blood pressure and why it was happening. But I remember my doctor back in the day said that I was pumping a lot of adrenaline for no reason. So I started to realize and understand my body a lot more, and eventually figured out it was kind of like an anxiety thing. So decided to go on this, started taking pills properly, get it down and all that stuff, eat better. And I started to work on my life, because at that point in time I realized I'm not really where I want to be. Like, I'm not too happy where I am in life. So I switched jobs, started trying to make more money. My girlfriend at the time, with her for about 1.5 years, things, I guess, doesn't matter why, but didn't work out. And I took that really, really hard. Oh, and another thing, by the way, taking all the medication and talking to doctors and all that stuff, they said that when it comes to working out, I'm not allowed to lift over 30 pounds, which, I mean, that was a kick in the nuts, because that's pretty much like I wasn't in phenomenal shape, like I wasn't doing marathons, I wasn't doing anything like that, I wasn't shredded, but I was definitely strong, and that was something that I loved to do. So I was pretty pissed off about that. So the fact that I was still eating the same way as when I was working out hard, but I wasn't working out as hard, I mean, you can see how the weight's gonna go up and up and up for sure. But I guess, what was I gonna say? So things didn't work out with my girlfriend, and I took that really hard. So I'm not gonna say I went into depression, because a lot of people have gone through worse than I have, for sure. So I'm not gonna say depression, but just like a really big rut. And that, plus the eating, plus the not working out, because in my head I'm like, what the hell's the point, right? Because if I can't lift, what the hell's the point? I'm going in there, doing cardio when I can, but all I can think about is just wanting to at least, lift that weight, be stronger again, be strong. And I mean, whenever I'd go in, I definitely I wasn't breaking the rules every time. The small amount of times I would go work out, I wasn't breaking any rules in how much I was lifting. I was sticking to it. But it just kept getting worse, just with my ex. We're still really good, but it's just like, that hit me hard. Plus the working out thing, not being able to lift, it was just a lot to take in. So, I mean, my weight kept on going up and up and up. I think it was about 220, 230 when it happened. I think I hit like 260 at my highest. I've gone down 6 pounds since I started talking about doing this and that kind of stuff. And since I booked my Vegas trip for July, I want to be in a slightly better shape. Also, my thing was my glamour muscles are pretty decent, so like my traps, my back, and my shoulders. So when I'm walking past the mirror in an undershirt, it doesn't look too bad. But all the stuff that's going on under here, the guts, everything that's happening, and it kind of snuck up on me. Anyways, there's no real excuses for what happened. It's just in my head at the time, that's what my reasoning was. So the plan for this video is get back in better shape. Do what I can to get there because I need to now. This year, talking to my specialist and that kind of thing, he talked about the valve thing. If my blood pressure, well, the plan was to get the valve to get smaller on its own by just keeping my blood pressure under control. That was the plan. So I guess it's about the same, maybe. And they said if it doesn't, like, the plan is that I'll have to get valve surgery when I'm like 50 or something like that. I'm going to be 30 this year. That was the plan. And then we just went to go do a test, and they said that on the thing, it's such a small amount bigger, but it might just be because they recorded it wrong or whatever. So I'm going to be doing a test in a few weeks here, and if it's bigger, there might be a chance that I have to do that valve operation in like 2 years or something like that. So, which is, I guess, open up the chest and get in there or something like that. So that's a bit nerve-wracking, but it is what it is, you know. Like, religion-wise, I'm pretty good, you know. Like, I try to be the best person I can. I'm generous. I believe in God, whatever. Like, I'm not saying I'm super religious, but I definitely believe that, you know, it'll suck, but I put a lot of faith in I guess, God and that kind of thing. And the faith in myself that I can do this and I can do my best to do what I can. But yeah, well, so yeah, the plan for this channel is to keep me motivated, to keep me, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? To keep me, I can't think of the word, but anyways, so like, I'll have to show people that I'm doing it, so it'll kind of prove to myself that I'm doing it as well. Them seeing and whatever, even if the comments are bad, whatever, I got thick skin, I can handle it. But for the channel, there's going to be vlogging, like more one-on-one talks, and the other channels will be a bit more happier and positive and whatever. You know, because I got my opinions on certain things, and I get excited about a lot of stuff, movies, that kind of thing, so I'll be talking about that kind of stuff. Maybe my own little private reviews, like if movies comes out, or video games. I don't really game as much anymore, like I play games here and there, but you know, that might be part of it. But I think it's gonna go well. Yeah, like with that kind of stuff, with the videos like that. I'm gonna do some vlogging. I'm gonna do any footage I can of workouts and that kind of thing, and a lot of cooking, because I'm gonna be meal prepping a lot more, like I should be, and I'll be showing some stuff because I'm actually working on a recipe book at the same time, or a cookbook, whatever you call it, just to kind of give myself something to do, because it is a passion of mine, cooking and that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, if you watch this video and you like it, just click like. And if you have friends that you think would be interested, even just to support me, that's fine. I'm not going to complain. They can subscribe to the video, like the video, of course. I'm really new to the YouTube thing, obviously. This is my first video. But, yeah, I don't know if there's much else to say right now, but, I guess just gotta stay positive, and the website channel is going to be called Journey2Prime Vlogs. Might switch that to just Journey2Prime. I think vlogs is just a bit too much or whatever. But Journey2Prime, and also if there's anybody that does or knows somebody who does animation or something like that, let me know, because I have an idea for an intro to these videos, and it's like a 5-second thing, and I just need somebody to bounce some ideas off of, and if they could do it, I'd be happy to pay them, of course, for their time. Again, my silverback shirt, hodgetwins.com. Hodgetwins are hilarious. Subscribe to all their channels. Snapchat, thank God, which is making me laugh every single day. So, yeah. thanks for listening, and like I said, the rest of the videos are going to be a lot more positive. Unless there's stuff like, test results or whatever, then I'll be for them. I'm not going to hold anything back. Yeah, so... Oh, by the way, forgot to tell you this whole part about me trying to better myself and all that stuff, better my life. When I started being sick, I started working towards buying a place. Didn't work out because the bank just said I wasn't, I wasn't approved. They said I was approved. The people accepted my offer, and then they said I wasn't approved because I work on commission. I sell cars, and so they had to take my past 2 years' income, and the whole reason I left my job was because I wasn't making any money, very much money at all. So that screwed me over big time. So I went back to my parents' house, and I was like, I'm not gonna rent again, because I used to rent. I'm gonna buy a place, save up for a mortgage, and then I started to realize I was getting way too lazy, just too comfortable at my parents' house. So I made the decision, had an opportunity to move out with friends, people I know very well, and still close in the area that I like, and they're paying a decent amount of money. So that kind of forced me to do better, because now I have no choice. I got a truck payment and I got rent to do, so I have to work hard, kind of thing. And even though things didn't work out with my ex, she'll always, I guess, mean the world to me, and we're still good. She'll always mean the world to me, and I care about her a lot because she was around during that time, and she helped out a lot during that time, and it was kind of because of her. I was at that point where I wasn't happy with my life, but I was with her, so I was like, I want to better my life for me, for her, for whatever. So even though it didn't work out, it still gave me that jump start, and I'm very thankful for that. You know who you are. So yeah, I guess that's it for today, and I'm gonna do some grocery shopping today as well, so I might just throw that in at the end of the video, so maybe some vlogging with that, and if I do any barbecuing or cooking tonight, getting some prep food going, I'll put that on here as well, and I should be hitting the gym sometime in the evening. Alright, well, talk to you guys soon. Alright, so just finished gas, now gotta go do some grocery shopping. I think we're going to Superstore today. Yeah, Superstore sounds good. Buy some chicken, buy some beef, some veggies. I'll go through what I bought later. Alright, see y'all in a bit. I feel like I'm not looking at the camera as much as I should, so I'll get better at that. Alright, Superstore. Alright. Just got my dry cleaning. Just got my groceries. Now, I know what y'all are gonna say. Hold on, let me get this over here. Better, I think. So, I know what you're gonna say. You probably saw Pepsi there. Listen, can't give it up. I got Pepsi Max, so 0 calories, but the whole aspartame thing, whatever. I've made my choices. Okay, I've made my choices. But grocery-wise, we got eggs, egg whites. For meat, I got a whole big package of chicken thighs. I got 1 piece of steak. I'll make that sometime when, I'm feeling steak, but most of the week it's going to be chicken, eggs, and I got 3 cans of this tuna. I like the one that you don't have to drain. It's a lot better that way. You just open up the clip, dump it in. There's no drain. It's so much better that way. I got some rice, some potatoes, some pita bread. Sorry, somebody was like gonna back right up into me. Some pita bread. Veggie wise, I got spinach mixed with arugula. I got some ginger because I like grating that into stuff. Carrots, cabbage, cauliflower. Cauliflower, I do this thing where chop it up into pieces and bake the whole thing, and it's like the best thing you've ever tasted. And the cauliflower, or the cabbage, sorry, I think I said cauliflower before, for the oven, yes. Cauliflower, what I'm gonna try is, I don't know, I feel like, not like a boiled cabbage, but I'm gonna chop it up into pieces so it's like, you know, bigger, like a side dish kind of cabbage. So it's cooking in like some kind of chicken stock or veggie stock. I'm gonna throw in some other veggies with it, like carrots, and I might even throw in some potato. That way, if I throw in the potato, I got these small little like oven roast potatoes. If I throw those in, I don't really need rice for those meals. You know what I'm saying? So I might do that and just have that as my side dish with the chicken. And then for when I do have rice, I got salad and that kind of thing for that. What else I got in here? I got peppers, these long chili peppers. I got sweet potato. I got shredded cheese. I got some yogurt. Mushrooms. I might throw that in with the cabbage actually. Some turkey bites, you know, those turkey pepperoni stick things. And I did get some cookies. They're like the only not perfect thing that I have here besides the Diet Pop. What else I got in here? I got apple juice, egg whites. I think I said that already. Bananas, some other stuff. I think spent like $150, but this isn't that bad actually. It wasn't too bad. Because I don't know if you, some people know this, but my cousin was here for about a month, and during that month, I kind of spent a lot of time at my parents' house because he was staying at my parents' house. So I didn't really get too many groceries because whenever I wasn't at work, I was at my parents' house, and my mom was always making food, or my dad was barbecuing or whatever case. So I didn't really get a chance to. So that's why my bill is kind of expensive, $150. Usually it's like $80. But because I need to get the big stuff, I need to pretty much start from scratch. I called my roommate to ask if my eggs were expired. He said, yeah, they expired like 5 days ago. So I even had to get eggs, like start from scratch in my fridge. The only thing I have in there that I didn't need to, I had some kinds of rice and things like that. But other than that, yeah, it was pretty much from scratch. So I'm gonna head back home. I might show some cooking tonight. I haven't decided. I don't want this video to be too long for my first video. I don't even know how long your video can be on YouTube, so if that's the case, I might just turn this into 2 parts. Alright? Time to head back. Nice thing is that most of the places that I go, are really close to my house, so that's pretty good actually. Just get that going like that. So yeah, everything's really close. Superstore is like 3 minutes from my house. My parents' house is even pretty close. It's like 5 minutes from my house. Gym is really close. Work is the only thing that I go to regularly that's far away. That's about, I think, 20 minutes, something like that. Oh god, look at the ashy elbows. Oh my god. Yeah. But I mean, that's a good setup. Theater's right here too. I don't know if y'all haven't seen Civil War, Captain America, Civil War, you should see it. Pretty good. Avengers. If you liked Avengers, I think this movie blows it out of the water. I don't even care. I think it's so good. Action is so cool. Everything's cool in that one. whoever is already subscribed to my video, let me, even the new people that subscribe, just let me know stuff if you'd be interested in seeing. Like if you want me to record some of the workouts, I can do that, or record a lot of cooking, I can do that, or you know, one-on-one camera, I'll probably be doing that a lot. And I am gonna do cooking a lot, but if there's anything that you guys are interested in in me trying to make, I can do that. Like I said, I'm starting my own recipe book, so any ideas would be helpful. And that's how everybody gets started cooking, I think, is they try somebody else's recipe, they like it, they kind of tweak it to make it their own, and then that's like the building blocks of cooking, I think, doing it that way. And then once you start realizing what flavors will taste good and what things will go well together, then it starts becoming pretty easy to kind of make your own dishes. I mean, that's, I think, the basis of it. You go to the store, you say, oh, I feel like chicken today, or I feel like beef or seafood or pork or whatever the case is. You know what you're starting with. Even the veggies, for the vegetarians and vegans out there, you have that base product that you want to start with, that you know you want to build it around. For a vegan, it could be, you know, like a bean and mushroom patty for like a burger style or something like that, or a salad or whatever, but you know your basis. So it's just a matter of knowing that basis, going to the store and just working around it. Just if you want a specific kind of type of food, so if you want Asian, you want South American, you want Mediterranean, which is always good, yeah, it's just a matter of building it from there. I mean, people can usually figure out people know what they like, so they can start building that. And it doesn't need to be difficult. I mean, that's going to be the whole premise of my cookbook, is that it doesn't need to be a big deal. I'm going to kind of go with the idea of like quick meals that look professional, so like the 5-star meals without the 5-star like work that goes into it. I mean, you work hard to make it look good, but it doesn't take that long, right? And it's going to be doing that, as well as kind of the idea of impressing people. So if you have a date, whether it's a boy or a girl, doesn't matter, different ways to impress somebody, you know, invite them over, say you'll cook for them, and then put together one of the greatest dishes they've ever had in like an hour. You know, hour prep. I can show you stuff that you can have done within a half an hour, you know, with zero prep. There's meals, especially if you have a barbecue. Oh, the barbecue's my favorite. This whole huge thing of chicken thighs, I'm going to be able to throw all of them on at the same time and have them all done in 10 minutes. So, I mean, that's $20 worth of chicken thighs done in 10 minutes. And then that's good for a few days, and you just got to figure out what kind of side dish you're going to use. Salads, rice, potatoes, whatever the case may be, you make it work. And that's really all you do for meal prep. You just figure out what you like to eat and just eat it, and then switch it. I usually cook twice a week when I'm on point. I'm usually cooking twice a week because a lot of people don't mind it, but I can't stomach the freezing of food too much. Like, I mean, soups and sauces and chilies, yeah, that's fine. But like, to freeze chicken or steak after it's cooked, that's rough for me. I don't know. I can't get around it yet. I'm gonna start getting better with it, because I'm gonna instead of just cooking it like I was meant to be, just reconstitute it. So once it's out of the freezer, thaw it out, and then recook it with like a different sauce, or like throw it into a stew or a soup or something like that. Hopefully that'll work. Anyways, I'm home, so I might show some cooking. We'll see. Yeah. So, what's today? May the 13th. May the 13th. First video on Journey to Prime is coming out. Hope you guys like it. Keep watching.